And we're back. This is the second to last week of May, I think. Even if it's not, who cares? Because there's only one thing that you should be caring about, and that is all the awesome comics that are going to be available today. Some comics so awesome that people are still not over the ones that came out a week or so ago. And those people are right by our camera. TJ is manning the camera today. So he is viewing this like our audience is viewing this.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, you're not following along, Brian. Not following along.
He touched the camera one time.
That's why he's our camera guy.
Okay.
All right. So, let's get things started with the independent books.
First up is Rocket Girl number 5 from Image Comics. I was halfway through reading it. It's really good still. You know, I don't know where this comic is going. Have you been keeping up with it, Brian?
Yeah, I haven't read that one, but I've read the other 4.
Yeah, it's kind of a... It seems like in every issue it's the same kind of thing where Rocket Girl's just running away from the police. I feel like that's their thing. It's working for them.
It looks good.
The art is good.
Yeah.
Maybe not so good. Definitely better than Halloween Eve or whatever it was called.
Yeah, so, you know, I think once we get through the first arc, the first 6 issues, we'll get a better feeling for this comic in general. So I'm still going to keep up with it. I'm still going to stick with it. See where it's going.
Is it ongoing or is it...
I think it's ongoing.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything anywhere to contradict the idea that it's ongoing.
It is super late. That issue 5 was really late, but I think they'll probably do what they did, what everybody's doing. They'll take a break after the first story arc.
Yeah. Yeah, number 6 will come in September, by the way. So the first volume, or the first arc is this issue.
Yeah, that is the last one.
So once this issue's gone, I'm probably going to go back and reread it just to get a better feel. So,
sure.
Final arc, or final issue of the first arc. Also, number 5, Velvet, from Brubaker and Epting. And this one goes a little bit into Velvet's past, where she came from a little bit, her training as a spy, and where she's going. So, you know, it's pretty much...
Yeah, I think they already took their break, so they should be back on a monthly again.
Yeah. So this is the end of the first arc.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, okay.
The next issue that comes in late June is part 1 of another. So, you know,
It's a little late too, though.
Yeah.
Speaking of comics, that
Saga number 19. Yeah. This is a great kickoff for this new arc. A lot of Hazel in it, and it's beautiful, and
another time jump too, where what?
She's walking around. Yeah, she's walking. A little bit of talking. They're adjusting to their new life. Grandma's there. Their babysitter's there. Still trying to hide who they really are in this world. Really nice, shocking first page to welcome us back, and probably the saddest thing in the world on the last page. And a new number 1 from Image from Mark Millar is NPH issue 1. And NPH is actually a super speed drug that these teens, and I think it's Detroit.
Detroit?
Yeah. Have you heard of it?
I read today that he sent that to all the senators in D.C., and he sent a copy to Obama.
Political! So, basically, these teenagers find this super speed drug, and they don't do good things with it.
And well, he did have a cool approach to it. He said, you know, how like Superman was born out of the Depression, and the Marvel characters were kind of born out of the Cold War. He said, this is what superheroes born in our time will be born out of, and it's like druggy stuff.
It'll definitely be an interesting commentary.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't know about the part where he sent it out.
Yeah, I read that today. So.
Now that I know, when I go and read it.
Doesn't sound like pompous Mark Millar stuff at all.
No, exactly right.
Not at all. So if you want to know what your senator's up to, maybe read this comic.
And if not, just wait for the inevitable movie, because that seems to be all he writes comic books for now.
Right.
Because if you haven't noticed, Secret Service trailer came out today.
And this one's already picked up.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Secret Service is directed by Matthew Vaughn, so I'm sure they'll put it in front of the X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Which comes out Thursday, Friday, whatever you want to call it.
You want to talk about the pretty sweet trailer that came out this week?
Guardians.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
looks good. I mean, it's certainly, I like it's a little more actiony.
Yeah.
You get to hear Groot and Rocket talk.
Going close, you can see you
Sure.
can see
You
Ronan.
did see Nova in the
Yeah.
background.
Not
I
much.
already saw the Novas.
Oh, well, maybe I wasn't paying
Because
attention.
John C. Reilly's a Nova.
Yeah.
Oh, we could see
You
the
just
helmet
didn't-
and everything.
Yes, you got to
Yeah.
see the helmet, but he's a Nova. You see he's got the
Yeah.
3 thing on.
Not much Nebula.
No, less Nebula than last time.
But Ronan.
Ronan was good, but you couldn't really. I mean, you could see him, but you couldn't really tell if that was the dude from Pushing Daisies or anything.
No. Which
That's
I'm
kinda the
okay
idea.
with that. Dude, I paused it numerous times.
Oh, wow.
I watched it twice, once after another. Do you think we'll see that before X-Men?
Maybe it's not the same company, but
Well, I mean, come on, we saw.
right. It doesn't.
in front
I
of-
mean, it
yeah,
doesn't necessarily matter.
in front of Cap, I remember we saw like Spider-Man and X-Men, so I know we do.
Probably.
Um,
But the Secret Service one, I'm sure, is purposefully in front of X-Men. It looks pretty good, though. Did you watch it?
no,
It's a
but
decent comic book. Again, annoying because it seems like he's just writing scripts for movies.
yeah.
But whatever.
All right, well,
You ready to talk about some DC?
yeah. How's the Hunt for Robin going?
That's pretty good. Frankenstein's all involved, so you know that should be fun. Frankenstein.
The last
Sure.
time these two got together, it was crazy.
Oh, and not Ace the Bat Hound, but Titus the Bat Hound is in there too.
It's Ace.
Some more Batman Eternal, of course, since we're weekly.
I
I've
like
actually
that
been
cover.
enjoying this quite a bit. So, should be cool. Looks like bad things are happening to our old friend the Penguin.
I do like how DC is going to collect that. They're just going to wait an insanely long time, and for whatever reason, like here's 30-something issues, just dump them all at you in one big
Sure.
softcover collection.
Next up, we got the extremely late Forever Evil #7, so you can finally figure out what happened to the Justice League if you care that much. We know that Nightwing lives, and isn't that really all that we care about? And then last up for DC is American Vampire. What is this, #3? Yeah. The second cycle. Pearl is all running the Underground Railroad for vampires. Skitter Sweet's probably not too happy about it. We'll see. And then really the only DC comic you need to read is my pick of the week, so you'll see it in a few minutes.
Excellent. And it's not Frankenstein and Batman.
No. Oh, that should actually be pretty. I mean,
That
that's
sounds
good.
amazing. Such a good Batman story.
Talk
Okay.
about all your Marvels.
Yeah, there's a lot. Starting with the Ultimate FF. Now, guys, the story's not bad. I kind of dig the story. But man,
The art is so
the
bad.
art, it hinders the comic.
Definitely drags it down.
Like, I don't know how long this guy is contracted or whatever, but they need to dump this guy quick, fast, and in a hurry as soon as they can. Because, yeah, he must be really, really fresh and also really, really, really bad. Because it's just, I don't know if he's trying to be overly stylized, but it just looks kind of junky.
It's awful.
Yeah, like I'm talking like eyes are mismatched, and I mean I don't mind stylized, but I don't think that's stylized. I think that's just
Awful.
lack of talent and cheap. Now I pulled these next two for you to talk about because I assume that they're worth talking about. Wolverine, the X-Men, and Uncanny.
Sure.
X-Men.
You really want to read Uncanny, dude. Somebody's back. Who you've been waiting for. You thought she's been around the whole time.
Dazzler? Oh,
Dazzler's back.
well there you
Design
go.
X-Men.
Let's buy that,
Slightly
guys.
spoilery, but you know, whatever.
That's alright. Okay.
Wolverine the X-Men, yeah, it's pretty good. They're all kind of dealing with somebody's trying to bring back the Phoenix and give it to Quentin, basically, and Quentin is afraid
But we,
because it's prophecy. If he takes it, he's prophesized to kill Evan, the Apocalypse Kid.
but we do know that he does become the Phoenix because we've seen in the future.
Sure.
Because that's guaranteed. Another X-Men book, and someone that is going to die apparently for a little while, is Savage Wolverine, written by Gail Simone. So I don't think Gail Simone's ever written Wolverine.
I don't know if she's written an actual issue of Wolverine. She might have him back in the old days,
Like
but
showed up in Deadpool or something like that.
yeah.
But no, it should be cool. It's a standalone, right?
Well, yeah, Savage Wolverine is like the Legend of the Dark Knight,
Yeah.
where it's like this is a story in the past. Jubilee's in it, but she's got her fireworks powers and stuff.
Cool.
So as much as you said, someone who's about to die. I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with that.
Right. But no, it should be a fun standalone Wolverine story. Something that's totally not standalone or out of continuity is the second chapter in the Big Event, Original Sin. The Watcher has been shot, and someone has stole his eyeballs and messed around with all his doodads.
You find out who in that issue too.
Wow, really? It's
Yep.
quick. It's not Ultimate Reed Richards, is it?
Nope.
I was wrong. All right.
Totally wrong.
That was a fun stab.
And unless you've read Jason Aaron's Ghost Rider, you're gonna get to the end and you're gonna go, what?
Oh, great. Because I totally haven't.
You should. It was actually really good.
But no, this is a pretty good book. I mean, one thing you're guaranteed to get with these event books is usually really good art, even if you're not really crazy about events. I mean, you'll have the epic scope of it. And I know that I've read that Jason Aaron has always wanted to write The Thing, and he looks like he's going to get that opportunity a little bit in these books. So that should be fun. Does The Thing show up in this one?
I'm confused by that. Because there's someone who clearly looks exactly like the Thing in it, but nobody seems to react to the fact that he looks exactly like the Thing, so I don't know that it's supposed to be Ben Grimm.
I'll have to read the note you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is Next one is issue 17 of Nova. We get a nice John Byrne reference cover here with Max. His name is Max, right? Sam, whatever. Sam's little sister saying, "Okay, dummies, my brother is sleeping, so this is your only warning. Buy this comic, or I'm going to come over to your house and rip up all your Guardians of the Galaxies," which is a reference to She-Hulk threatening you to buy her comic, or she's going to rip up all your X-Men. But no, it looks like Sam's little sister puts on the mask. Maybe not.
It's not a mask, dude. It's a helmet.
Helmet. Well, anyway, it does tie into Original Sin, it looks like. So that's kind of expected. The Watcher's a main character in this book, so should be fun. We'll see. I don't know. That may not. The cover might not actually happen at all in the comic, for all I know. But oh well. Chris Samney and Mark Waid are back with Daredevil.
Somni, it rhymes with Omni.
Somni and Mark Waid are back with Daredevil. Still in L.A. Or San Francisco, sorry.
Do you know anything about this comic book, dude?
Not much, because I haven't been keeping up with
What a fool.
it. Dude, I have been so busy. I've been so
Whatever.
busy. I'm trying.
You're not reading anything. Why are you even here?
Amazing X-Men. This is our first issue without Jason Aaron. And it's Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Iceman, Firestar, and, well, Spider-Man. It is Peter, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're not some delayed Superior.
Yep, that's
What is
Peter.
this thing that's being teased about the Superior Spider-Man coming back?
They're doing some kind of 2 issues where he's somehow going to be what happened to Doc Ock after he died or something. I don't know.
He
That's
died.
all I read.
He died.
Did he die, or is he
No.
floating around in Peter's head? I don't know.
That's what's going to be going on. He's
I have no
dead.
idea.
He's dead. It's okay. He can be dead. But, of course, he can't
no,
be dead.
Doc Ock can't be dead.
I know.
Doc Ock will be back. Don't worry.
I know. Speaking of people that are back, who's been back for quite a while, we are in issue 2 of The Amazing Spider-Man. And, of course, we are fighting Electro, because Electro is the movie baddie. But no, once again, Peter is constantly going to have to mop up all the mistakes that Doc Ock has made. So that should be fun to watch. Everyone likes a little bit of Doc Ock drama, so should be
Sure.
exciting. Speaking of drama, let me tell you about a love story between a Snot and a girl named Kitty Pryde. It looks as if our boy Dupe has torn himself up in order to speak some form of English so he can communicate with Kitty Pryde.
Sure.
And it's quite sweet because he has proposed to her, he loves her, but I don't think Dupe is going to be able to compete with Star-Lord. But we'll find out. I'm sure we're not even to that point yet.
No, it's a 5-issue miniseries or something.
Right. But what I'm saying is, the first issue took place during Battle of the Atom. So
Sure.
I assume that we're going to segue. This is probably still Battle of the Atom.
Probably, I don't know.
We'll probably get to Trial of
I
Jean
read
Grey.
that too.
I don't know, but no, it's a cute story so far. I mean, it should be fun. This is a fun comic. So yeah, I trust Peter Milligan. I mean, he created Dupe, right? So let's read and watch and enjoy. Let's talk about our picks of the week. What's your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is Elektra #2. And I haven't read the first issue yet, and the reason why I wanted to choose #2 as my pick of the week is because I've heard quite a few good things about the first issue, and I'm wanting to go and read #1 and #2. One of the big things I've read about the first issue and this series in general is how beautiful the artwork is, and that's by Michael Del Mundo. So, it really is gorgeous. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Sana Takada's style, where it's kind of flowy and very not crisp, but kind of soft. And I think that really complements her fighting style as a character, where it's kind of dancey and ninja-y and
Sure.
not so much. So, yeah, that's it.
Cool. You want to go? All right. Want me to do mine?
Okay.
Mine is a collection. It is the 4-issue collection of Longshot Saves the Marvel Universe. And I don't know why I'm so excited about this, because I've never been that invested in Longshot. But hey, it could be fun, right? It's Longshot dealing with a bunch of crazy Marvel junk. It looks like one of those comics that, well, is for the long-time Marvel fanboys. I'm sure there's some kind of, like, obscure references buried in here. Not really, no. But it should be a good, fun
It was
story,
fun. It
right?
was good, yeah.
So there you go.
The art is cool.
Longshot's a happy-go-lucky, fun character, so yeah, should be entertaining. Let's hope so.
Alright. And as I said, the only DC book you really need to read this week
That's
is...
the only book you need to read this week.
Huh?
That's the only book you need to read
No,
this
that's
week.
not true. Saga came out. Come on. Some X-Men stuff.
Wait till you read it.
So it's Black Canary and Zatanna Bloodspell. It's Paul Dini and Joe Quinones doing a story about Black Canary and Zatanna that takes place theoretically before the New 52, certainly in a much more pre-52 universe.
It's so good.
Yeah, and it's apparently so good.
It's so fun.
I mean, everything you want about Zatanna and Black Canary, I'm assuming is going to be in there. Certainly Zatanna, since Paul Dini knows her better than probably anybody else.
I mean, there's nothing but appreciation for these characters, is what I've read so far.
And if you like fishnets, it's all fishnetty inside. I don't know if you'd see that or not, but
It's Zatanna. That's Black Canary's fishnets. On the other side should be Zatanna's.
I think you got it backwards. Because these are purpley, more like her letters,
Oh,
and then
okay.
these are blue.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. But no, it is, and you get a lot of supplemental stuff in it. Granted, that drives the price up a little bit, but it's still a $22 book, so it's worth it.
Yep, it should be good.
So it's not buried in continuity, but it's still very, very entertaining.
People should make you miss the New 52, especially as they just announced yesterday that they canceled Birds of Prey.
Yes, that's right. Birds of Prey
Sad,
is
not that
canceled.
anybody's really reading it because it was awful since New 52, but
What's going to replace it? 52 all the time.
mm-hmm.
Something's going to replace it that's going to be future nonsense, and
I will show you guys something that might portend something nice. I can't really show it to the viewers because it's below on the last page.
okay.
But,
Okay.
so that could lead to something.
I hope not.
Well,
Interesting.
I'm not even going to tease it. 'Cause how
do you even say anything?
I had something to say. But I'm not going to.
But, there might be something good on the horizon for DC. We'll see. Although it's certainly not the comics in September.
No. But when have the September comics ever been good? It's always some kind of big stinking event that wastes a month.
Yep.
And man, it is the worst of big stinking events that have it makes you want those 0 issues and villains
Sure.
books back. But yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, well, boys and girls, from whoa, Brian.
Mm-hmm. So where are we, dude?
Where are we?
So all the people watching can come to the store.
Exactly.
As they always do.
Hey, where can the people find us?
We're at Conway Comics, 255 Ferris Road in Conway, Arkansas, right behind good old UCA.
That's right, boys and girls, right behind the good old UCA. And from nerdspan.com, I'm Matt Wood,
I'm Mara Wood.
And I'm Brian Keown.
and we will see you next week. Enjoy those comics.